Thanks for joining us in our second video of our strategic initiative plan here at Smith Street Baptist Church. If you haven't printed this out, please print this out and follow along. Not only will it be great for you to keep notes and reminders as you go along, learning about the vision here at Smith Street, but also you can print them out blank and write your own strategic plan down. Whether you have a ministry or maybe something at work or home or you're planning a vacation, this can be a great tool for you to use make a strategic plan with this template. So it's yours available, and we want to thank our friends at Lifeway Ministries for making it, Dan Garland and Dr. Tom Rayner and all of those for making it possible for us to use this. Now let's talk a little bit about our strategic initiatives or our projects. This is where we're going. Now if you kind of look at the whole picture, you've got your current state, and you have a bridge that kind of comes this way to the future state. Our next video will talk about the future state, but the bridge is what is so key, the important bridge or important things that we need to, what we call here the strategic initiatives or projects are the important steps we need to take, things we need to do to get across the bridge to the future state. In the last video, we talked about the current state. Now, I do want to mention again to you the strategy, and I just want you to know that the strategy is to stem the tide of lostness and the unchurched in our area by improving communication of the vision and equipping the saints. So that's why we're doing this, is so that we can improve the communication of the vision and equip the saints for the purpose of stemming the tide or reducing the number of lostness and unchurched. So let's talk about the strategic initiative project. A couple things we've got coming up this year that are falling into the category of strategic initiatives or projects is first our monthly tech training. And we have a goal of 50 people that we would like to see go through a monthly training. That's not 50 a month, that's just 50 in the time between now and the end of the year that we hope to see come through this monthly training. This is an improvement of communication. We realize that there's a lot of people that don't understand Facebook, or they don't understand Twitter, or they may not understand email, or they may not understand how to use a smartphone. They may not even have a cell phone. If they do, it might be a flip phone that just dials numbers, keeps some basic contacts, maybe a text here or there, but they don't understand all the ways. And we communicate in a variety of ways here at Smith Street Baptist Church. We use the bulletin, which is pretty standard in most churches, I guess. We use the newsletter, which is made weekly and emailed out, as well as hard copies are produced and printed and left in our communications room, our connections room called the Hub, which is in the left of the sanctuary as you come into the sanctuary. It's a back room, old Sunday school room that's not being used, so we use that as our connections office. We also use Facebook. We now have a Twitter account, so we're tweeting regularly. We use a service called Remind 101. And all of these are available under this second module of our website, ways to connect to these different things. So if you have access to this and you know how to use them, you can connect to them. And we're sending out constant reminders and updates to people throughout the church when things are happening or things are going on. And that's really every day. Remind 101 Andrea is using that to send out reminders all the time. We were in staff meeting this morning and we got a Remind 101 that was automatically set, and all of a sudden all the staff phones started going off and everybody picked it up, and it was Andrea's automatic Remind 101 reminding us of some things going on this week. So great ways to stay connected, and of course you can always call the church and say, hey, what's going on? And I left off our website. You came to the website to view this, and I left off the website as one of our great ways with full of information. And one of the great ways to keep in touch. So what we realize, though, is that many people don't know it. So our offer, our hope, and this may not sound biblical because it's like, well, are you going to have a prayer? Well, yeah, we'll probably pray. But are you going to have Bible study? Are you going to have scripture that tells us how to do it? Probably not. This part of it is saying, come in and we'll spend an hour teaching you how to use Facebook, or teaching you for God. Keep that in mind. Or teaching you how to access Twitter, or teaching you how to access an email account. Maybe you don't have an email account, or maybe you have a computer that you've never used before and it's sitting there. It could probably get on the internet. It probably can use email. You might even have a phone and you're like, oh, I know it does it, but nobody's ever taught me how. We will take the time to walk you through that so that you can learn. See, it's a shame at this day and age to be afraid of technology. I get it. I understand it. I just started using Twitter. But to be afraid of technology will prohibit or prevent you from growing in some great ways that I believe the Lord has got for you. See, He has you here at this time, and He's given us technology. Why not partner the two together, you and technology, for the glory of God? So if you're scared, if you have fears about that, we're going to be offering monthly trainings, and we may do different trainings. One month it may be a Facebook training. The next month it may be how to use your cell phone. The next week it may be how to use a Twitter account, or what is a Twitter account. And we'll go through that, and people can come and go as they please, but our goal is that 50 new people by the end of the year will have taken the opportunity to learn a little bit about communication. And that serves the part of our strategy that talks about improving communication. So that's one bridge that we hope to get across to get to the future state. Another part of the bridge we hope to cross this year is offering our financial stewardship class. We have the possibility of having a class here with the Mercy Clinic and having Reverend Clint Hutchison come over and do a financial class for $10 a person. I mean, what a great way to do it. They've already had success with this at the Mercy Clinic in Vidalia, Georgia, and actually it's in Lyons now. It's moved, but in Lyons, Georgia. And if we can offer that and you can't pay the $10, we can pay the $10 for you. It's not like other good, proven methods that are very expensive. This one's inexpensive and proven to help folks become better stewards of God's money in their life. I love the Andy Stanley principle from North Point Church, which is save 10, or give 10 rather, save 10, and then spend the rest. And we can help you through this class. That's a 6-week class, and we can help you set up and learn about your finances and how you can be faithful in your giving, which supports this current state that we were talking about in the last video, faithful in your saving, which is going to make your life a lot better down the road, and faithful in spending the rest. I mean, why not? You got to have groceries, you got to have gas, you got to have certain things you want to do, and so we're giving you that opportunity, and we're doing that hopefully for all of the saints. And this is equipping the saints. This is what this is. And even the people who don't know Jesus, they come to this too. Maybe they get saved, so it'd be great. But this is our equipping the saints, because remember, our goal, our why for the vision, our why are we trying to do this, have this strategy, is to improve communication of the vision and equip the saints for works of the ministry. So the why here is being answered by, or maybe it's a how to, by equipping the saints for this work of the ministry. 6-week class, that's another bridge. Our third bridge is really everything 6E. It's everything 6 evangelism strategy that we have planned for the rest of the year. We have a movie, Under the Stars, coming up in just a few weeks. And we're going to show the movie Courageous. And we're going to have things for kids to do and an invitation at the end of it. And this is all gearing up towards our men's conference, which is coming up the week after. And it's a 2-day men's conference. It's a morning, or Friday evening and Saturday morning. Great opportunity for men. It only costs $35. You can sign up today on our website. And I'll tell you what, if you sign up today and you put in the comments that you watched it on this video, we'll give it to you for $20. $20 so that you can sign up for this men's conference, and we'll cover the other $15. So what a great resource for you now. You can go sign up your husband, sign up your boyfriend, sign up your sons, sign up you're like, how old is he? 13, 14 years old? Sign him up. He's going to have money. I mean, he's going to be a man one day. He's going to have hopefully a wife and children. Sign him up right now. And he can come do that with Dad. What a great opportunity. Grandpas can do it. So it's a men's conference. We want to see you take advantage of that. And again, $20 today. And if you type in the comment box on there that you, we'll tell you what we'll do. We'll put a promo code option on there, and you just type in the promo code SSBC Training. SSBC Training in the promo box. And when that goes in, we'll know that you get the $20 rate. So do it. And hey, share it with people. It's fine with us. We'd like to fill it up. So share it with people. All right. So men's conference is coming up. Backpack, by the way, that's the 19th and 20th, the men's conference. Backpack Bash, something we did last year, which was real successful. We gather backpacks and we take them into the community, into the neighborhood right around the church, full of supplies. So for kids who are going back to school, that's just another way that we're trying to stem the tide of lostness and of the unchurched, because through all these ways we get to reach people, talk to people about Jesus, share the gospel with them. So that's just the way we're trying to stem the tide of lostness and of the unchurched and the lost. That was a little repetitive, but you know what I mean. Wednesday evening meal and Bible study. That's something that we started to do, and it was to try to increase numbers on Wednesday night. It's to get them into the church, but here's the thing. It's not to get our people that are already here into the church. It's so if you're one of those people, you can bring guests. The guests eat free. Really, anybody can eat free. We don't charge right now, but we're asking for our members to drop some money. Usually it's about $5, but whatever you have, drop it in there for your meal. It helps cover the cost, and our members have been great about that. But if you're bringing a guest, bring your guests. They don't pay. We don't want them to. I mean, if they want to, fine, but if not, we just want them to come and enjoy a meal. Right now we're doing a study on sharing your faith, and we're going to be doing more studies together, but it's a very relaxed environment where everybody, my favorite time of the week now is when we eat, and then we come back and we do some studying of God's Word together. So that's every Wednesday night at 6 o'clock. Hopefully soon, if not already, our website will have menus of what's coming up each week, and you can go on there and check that out too. That's just another way that we want to invite people to hear the gospel of Jesus Christ and participate in fellowship with believers. And then our revival, which is coming up the first week of October. We're going to have a great big revival with Brian Fawcett. He's coming down, and our emphasis is not on our church, it's not on our people. I had somebody say to me one day, Pastor, do we need to fill the nursery, or do we need to have other people fill the nursery? I said, we're filling the nursery because our role is to bring people in so that Brian can preach the gospel to them. We need to cover the nursery. We need to cover children's ministries. We need to cover youth ministries so that the adults can come, bring their families, and they can go hear Brian. And the kids are going to hear some great gospel stories too and have some opportunities to do some amazing things that week. But this is for the community. We're reaching out. So we're praying that by our monthly tech training, we can increase communication, not just of the vision, but communication all across the board. By offering a financial stewardship class, we can equip the saints for the works of the ministry and equip the saints for being more financially sound and responsible. And through Movie Under the Stars, our men's conference, Backpack Bash, Wednesday evening meal and Bible study, and the revival the rest of this year, this will bridge us as we work very hard to reduce the number of lostness and the number of unchurched in our community. Now, so where we left off in our last video was the current state of the church, which is here, and then we move across the bridge of the Strategic Initiatives Project of these things that we've covered, and they're going to take us to the future state. So in our next video, we're going to talk about where we want to go, and then in our subsequent videos, we're going to talk about the critical success factors that we need to achieve to get there, as well as the barriers that we need to be praying against and looking out for. Once again, thank you so much for joining us in our video series explaining the strategic initiative about our vision here at Smith Street Baptist Church. We look forward to seeing you soon, and Lord willing, we'll see you on our next video right here. God bless.